What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Roots. So I'm going to review the second album by Montese of the Clubhouse Clique by Lord Infamous. Based this particular project is called Still on a Mission. This particular project is called Still on a Mission, and it came out in the summer of 2018. So within Fair's about here, as far as these aspects going to have within the pitch bonded. Now the Clubhouse Clique, I have not gotten to this group as like a collective yet within pitch like that. I've reviewed a couple, a small handful. I've reviewed a small handful within pitches like that of Lord Infamous type products, but definitely within pitch for saying classic staple out of horrorcore and pitches like that to talk about Lord Infamous and some of these type pitches. But this particular fellow here, this particular fellow here Montese, as far as he's does not seem does not seem within the active commonplace that he catches a lot of sunlight within pitches like that. Now, within the variety, as far as saying, looking upon the popularity of this album off Spotify, there were no songs that have more than 1,000 plays off here, so it's kind of pitch as far as saying, questioning if it, because Spotify does not designate if it has like 700 or 800 plays, something like that, but considering that this album's almost 10 years old, it's a pitch as far as saying it's kind of variety, so it's just not within the Homestead type list. There's not even a most popular song according to that particular fair as to which one would be number one out of these 12, 13 songs pitched like that. So as far as for saying super low key pitch like that, but definite shout out if you fuck with this dude or you know exactly who he is. A pitch like that goes way back, good pitch as far as these far as can. But accent type fair as far as getting towards this here. This is more trap, more so than horrorcore. So this pitch for us, it has a little bit of scare factor on here within certain types of stuff with some Grovid kind of nest in the aspect like the night winds between like October, September airs pitched like that as the trees are starting to get scraggly. Some stuff pitches definitely some Taco Bell. Definitely some good hit Taco Bell type flares, especially like the throwback type days before COVID when things were more open into like the 1 a.m. where you'd be able to catch a Taco Bell that's open till 1 or 2 a.m. pitch like that. So I'm surprised to kind of appreciate the night wind. Good pitch like that. Definitely picking up like fares back when quesaritos were kind of around and volcano kind of quesaritos and pitch like that. So I'm surprised to get fat and stuffy pitch like that amongst any stuff right. So within that pit. The hit type phrase for us saying within the pitch behind it is classic type flare. Now within the pitch, as far as saying really the folks on here that in terms the folks on here in terms of the features pitch like that, there's some folks like particularly a folk named Ozone, a Macadese. Macadese is on here a couple of times, and like a folk named 12 and like Dirty Fresh as far as these folks sound. So within pitch as far as saying particular aspect amongst this album is pretty capital within pitch like the sound. Yeah, if I haven't said the sound's going to get a 10 out of 10, but it's pitch as far as saying just realize that this is pretty down deep within the trenches. I really question, even if folks actively know who Lord Infamous is set, even if folks actively know who Lord Infamous is, even if folks actively know who Lord Infamous is and have said RIP about him, pitch like that, know him from 3-6 Mafia, I question the fear of how many folks know these in the trenches type folks that were part of Lord Infamous's collective that was brief. I mean, they were around, like, Lord Infamous passed in late 2013. I think they dropped at least a couple albums, 2012, 2011, 2013. It's like in the 2010s stuff there within the last few moments of that particular product amongst Lord Infamous was the pitch far as saying, and the aspect amongst things stuff there, but the pitch far as saying within the product, Montese did drop an album called On a Mission. Like I said, this is his second album, but he dropped the first album in 2011, so it's pitched like that as far as saying I would look to see whether or not Lord Infamous was on that particular album from 2011, but I don't want to spoil it within those pitches, but I'm going to get to that album. But within pitches, recommend all 12 songs. The only song I'm not going to talk about is just the Eyewitness, the clean version within pitches like that, which is just the same type tune, just without the cuss words and pitches like that. So variety as far as saying 12 out of 12 out of the normal type songs, so 10 out of 10 album. As to get towards some of these type ones. The intro's real hitting. This does have some raps on here, so it's good pitch like that. I'm going to talk about this one. It's like a routine kind of trap, turn up and rile to get towards here. Just roll out and get to it as far as these is going to happen. Definitely some sound off pitch like that. Figure out where folks are kind of at. Since the pitch is just traditional type here, ripped out of 2011, 2010, 2013 pitch like that. Just ropes and diva favors on top of that. Grab like an IC for standard miss pitches like that. This feels like one of those routine type ones that Travis Scott in Future would be auto-tuned up, just rolls sounding off, good pitch like that. This Future on like his fuck ups and commas type days, and in particular Travis Scott off his Al Faro type days from 2013. Good pitch like that. This hit type rise. This early bird kind of has trap more in like his early type stages, kind of before a little bit of that Instagram type flair, but good nice pitch as far as those hit type rise going to happen. Definite nostalgia pitch like that. I remember as a hitting type one as well as like amidst some harsh kind of night wind and stars as far as these pitches. I'm definitely get some crunchy tacos and blueberries in your system. By blueberries meaning blueberry sweets. Good pitch like that. Blueberry swishers. Some of those type acid definitely pitch for us saying just some nostalgia definitely get towards just like the previous one. Intro good pitch like that. Definitely some tea with pals. Sound off this with exact kind of pitches with this sort of flair. This is the sort of pitch I think even if folks don't know exactingly who Mac Montese is, this sort of variety that has similarities like Waka Flocka, Gucci Mane, Slim Duncan, folks like that. Some of these particular type folks, Lord Infamous, Juicy J back in his mixtape type days, the 2010s, French Montana, plenty of these type folks. This is the aspect this should fit right in. This just goes like taking like a fish to water as far as these pitch happens. So it's just hit type prior to some of this type dab. You know about this folk, good pitch like that. See what's up with fam, good pitch like that. Hit this sweet, some of these type assets like that. Good classic on a good classic on a Datpiff type bite with them pitches like that, despite the fact that this is not a mixtape. It's a good pitches here, but just good hit varieties. Eyewitness is a nice type one, so me questioning with them pitches, considering that there's a clean version of this particular song on this album. I question if this was the attempted single pitch like that, but some hit type varieties for us saying good breakthrough type feels like an excellent kind of 2000s DJ drama kind of mixtape throwback to get towards here. Just dedication vibes definitely by Lil Wayne pitches like that. To smoke a long one, definitely some of these type pairs. Just some porch catch up with Diva and some of these type pitches like that. Other type folks go with like a whole bag of Fritos or Gardettos, pitch like that, some surprise within the aspect for the tone's going to happen. Get like some yellowy sun, get like some yellowy skies kind of sun within pitch like that. Kind of one of those type of particular tunes like this make you feel like you're 20, 25 years older than you actually are. Pitch like that, just appreciate like the varieties, just definite porch type grazing, pitch like that, sense type of feels. Get like more or less chore type fare done within certain type pitch, but just kind of a laxing type tune for the most part type pitch. It's kind of varieties amongst this neighborhood bound. There are a series of homely type ones off here, pitch like that. Some of these type ones, Eyewitness, Eyewitness, Adolescent, and Mama, some of these type ones that miss them days have some of that type of variety. But speaking Adolescent, this hitting off here is like a looking back and corner store type runs. Get towards here, pick up gear and pitch like that. Get like some shirts or some ball caps, some to pitch amongst it, and zigzags. Good pitch like that. Just pick up zigzag type runs. Just a couple Bud Lights in your system, fairs like that. Just get some sun. I mean, this reminds like Scarface from 93 and 96. Good pitch like that as far as this variety time. Just definitely a throwback to corner store type fairs, some to pitch amongst the kind of variety. Just picking up like the paper for your picking up like a new if you had to pick up like the paper for if you had to pick up like the paper or some cigarettes for your family, pitch like that. Sounds surprised within those aspects. Now within the pitch, probably cigarettes, that probably didn't happen as much for like 90s type folk with the pitch, for it's just throwback type vibes like corner store type days, and just picking up standard phrase, getting like some lemonade type mix, some of those type ones. Picking up like some country time lemonade and pitches like this, and a surprise amongst it. But hit that phrase for us. Those pitches have corner store type runs, definitely good phrase. Get some Bud Lights in your system, standard sunlight, good pitch like that. Feels like Scarface and folks like that should pop up. Ghetto Boy should pop up at any minute on like a song. It's like Scarface and Ghetto Boy should pop up any minute on like a song like this. Feels like Scarface and Ghetto Boy should pop up on a song like this at any minute within fairs like that as far as this pitch happen. Mama's a hitting type one as well as a good soulful kind of follow up to Eyewitness as far as this pitch going to happen here. Just homely and dedication mixtape type style with them pitches like that. Some good it's a good dedication style type of tone since the pitch is a good song to clean up the house, fairs like that. Just get come through for like the property type fair and pitches like that. A nice Sunday and Monday type music within like a sunroom and this kind of pleasant type fair pitches like that amongst those hit type price. But this good nice fair kind of happens like a change in tone, pitches like that. Iron is hitting off here as well as like a good traditional kind of future and Datpiff style kind of rollout to get in like a calm before the storm type most things. The pitch kind of product is brewing pitch like this. And some of these type fairs, definitely the variety of how some of these type pitches kind of happen within the aspects as far as saying. Some of those type ones, maybe like pals of yours have to work today since the pitches, so it's kind of variety as far as saying Thursday is kind of accounted for, but when we get to Friday, it's definitely going to be some hit. Maybe it's Wednesday and Thursday are kind of accounted for, but when we get to Friday, Saturday, it's going to be kind of the pitch as far as saying the crunk typeness is going to pop off. Good pitch like that. It's kind of a conduit type fair within sense that pitch is still you yourself probably you yourself within these pitches able to get tore up within sense of acid, but it's kind of pitch. It just kind of feels like a half baked, not so much half baked in terms of quality, but just kind of haphazard within the pitch. So not the full collective, the tear up type fashion being as blistering as some of these type ones on here. So it's kind of pitch. Some of those type varieties, that's the reason why within pitch like this kind of aspect, homemade has shit to take care of. Some pitches like that, Diva Miss has like a cold, something like that within these sorts of pitches. Just kind of variety, just the aspect as far as just paying attention, like the variety as far as this pitch kind of having just the aspect kind of amongst it, but just the kind of the pitch of the intercollected, just a lot of these are just traditional kind of hitting Datpiff within pitch like this. The hit type varieties. Digi-scales, nice type one off here. It's like a feeling nice kind of traditional money getting pep as far as these first games. Definitely some trap hustle, I'd say, and collect as far as these first games. So just the pitch, not just the grit and grease of it, but also the fair of like the run through of like some standard, like the collect. Also like the standard run through, like the collect and acquire as far as these pitch games. So just kind of the tone of just the drawing and the fruits of the labor and like a night shift. Good pitches like that. Go pick the draw of the night shift within the fruits of your labor. Pitch like that within these hit type varieties. Just the collective at pitch like that. Just get some Taco Bell on top of that. It's a good nice price for this pitch. I'm just easy kind of get 3 or 4 or 5 crunchy taco stones to pitch like that. It's kind of hit type aspects amongst it. It's kind of it's not so much like a social full-bound kind of sound off, but just kind of pitch it as a more kind of personal kind of sound off pitch like that. It's kind of in a good type mode within sense to pitch to just figure out the next modes of just spare type time within the night shift. Good pitch like that. It's free time type song, definitely pitch like that for like collective it. Trillo's hitting off here is like weaving through neighborhoods and lament slash brood of like the aspects for us. He's supposed to have just kind of more miss like the freight is food for less kind of vodka runs pitch like that. Sense to fair is definitely chirp folks, figure out the next drop sense to pitch amongst it. It's another day in paradise for us who's pitch can have, and not being sarcastic with the pitch, but just the aspect. I mean, it kind of has some of that brood type factor, but it's more just the pitch. Just everyday shit is real. Some of the price says there's a couple of these type ones that have like this shit is real type aspects within tone, but just traditional type fair. Lil Durk's pretty good at these sorts of ones. Waka Flocka within his earlier type days. 2009, 2010 pitch like this. Some of those type ones just takes it back to Datpiff out of like the prime of it pitch like that, or at least the more upswing type territory. Good pitch like that. Made Man is hitting off here is like a haunting and spicy kind of shit is real out here type pitches. Made Man is a hitting type one off here is like a haunting and spicy kind of shit is real out here type pitches. Good fairs like that. It's a Grovid kind of cemetery and forest type thought. Definitely these pitches have like a taco kind of keep the edge off it. So some of this particular typeness has the aspects for us saying just the edge type factor within the tone of like more particular rollout type fair, just in a more kind of damaging type sense. So it's kind of pitch for us saying some of these type prices kind of keep the aspect of like the clean type fits in your system for us these fairs. Some of these kind of some of these type ones get to like some ride out type fashion. So this kind of pitch is just keeping the variety, just making sure the conduct of it's not out of alignment. Pitches like this. As far as we're saying, just get like home. If one of your home slices is kind of out of sorts pitch like that, just being like, hey, fuck with one of these tacos pitch like that, send it to fries. Hey, yeah. It's definitely get y'all like a blueberry sweet going since the pitches. Some of these type aspects and tones for us like the pitches is kind of the traditional type air, but it's just kind of some of these type ones. Lil Durk, Yo Gotti would have plenty of these type ones where just kind of it's like, hey, fuck today since the pitches really on some shit as far as these first guys. So just kind of aspects as far as just cemetery type business pitch like that since the fries just have like a particular McCormick or a Seagram's just out in the woods. Some of these type pitches, forest type fairs and pitch like that. It's easily. And some stupid gaffs and meme pack to kind of get towards them pitches like that, along with some tacos, good pitches amongst it. But missed them days, the hitting type one as well. Solid throwback to like Porch Reprieve and Set Aside for these first game with Diva Miss and some of these type products amongst it. Just random Valentines to pick up and lattes for these first games. So So within the pitch, for us saying Sunday stuff fairs, Valentine type fair, even this feels more of like a summer type song within the pitch, but even if it would be like May or July, something like that within these sorts of pitches, kind of the aspect, just something kind of feeling a romantic jig, since the pitch like that kind of aspect is something to come through type factor. Nice tulip or something like that, one of these type pitches, some sort of like rosy type perfume, one of those limited edition type ones or something within those aspects, good. Nice special kind of Krispy Kreme kind of frosted donut, good pitch like that, Sunny type aspects and tones, pitches like that, get like the particular 4th of July type ones, some of those type pitches, aspects like that, or just other type ones, obviously the St. Patrick's Day type ones and pitches, some of those type artists, but just some of those now, if we burn a few within those aspects for us to pitch, kind of, so just getting towards a couple grape and strawberry type sweets as well. Pitch like that, put some smoke in the air as far as the pitch, kind of have good accent products just within like nostalgia kind of kickback. So some of these homebound type ones that hit that, it fits the sound pretty good. It fits the sound pretty well. Good pitch like that, the standard miss, particularly the aspect. You look like your vacuum hasn't broken in a while since the pitch amongst it with standard miss, good pitch like that within those hits up fields. But just aspects for us saying good pitches there. I love music, so hitting type ones like a good jarbled and social kind of club fest to get towards here. Just outing host definitely within these pitches. So kind of taking the variety like the host type fit with more homebound typeness, but just kind of in the spell, just routine type fair, just some of these type collects within places that just more fairs. Just feeling social within like the aspect of like some host type fits within the product that is not at home, so good pitch like that. Just hella blueberries going and Cinnabons on top of that for standard miss and standard folks, then pitch like this. This kind of variety. Backpack full of goodies, sunset pitch, this kind of aspect of this active kind of activity. So kind of this more the product of this within the aspect kind of it, just having the energy for some of these stuff fairs, not kind of more not coming out empty-handed, but kind of the product of having like these goodie bags, the pitch behind it, just kind of on point with some of these type of aspects within the tone as far as not coming up empty-handed and empty-pocketed as far as these, especially I have a backpack full of blueberry sweets or pitch like that, or a car full of some of these type of phrase pitch like that, some Cinnabons, just Taco Bell's right around the corner. I know the right menu items to get, hitting up a Hardee's since the pitches. You're definitely going to like this treat from Hardee's since the pitch like that, but just to variety some of those type pitches. DVD type store, there's the DVD playing right. Got a good series of Netflix type fairs and Spotify playlist type pitches that are really going to make the aspect of it real delectable and just frosted as far as these pitch games, excellent type products amongst some good nice fairs. It's kind of a good club outing. Now within the fair, it's not actually a humongous amount of club type fare off here, but this is one of those type ones for like a good step out within a 2-step type fare, like some good just jostle kind of get towards date evenings within products like Diva Cakes and standard folks just long for the ride, good pitch like that, just social, just outing. Like I was saying, outing host pitch like that. Betrayed is hitting off here. It's like a solid Yo Gotti style kind of Night Wind and Wide Awake type embrace to get towards here. Just Taco Bell and Cemeteries, good pitch like that. This particular one is kind of like Iron and also kind of like particular I Remember pitch like this. So some of these particular like I Remember sense to pitch, so just kind of that. And also like particular I Remember pitches like that. So it's within the varieties for us and some of these stuff ones is the standard Night Sparkle and pitches like that. Some of the ones takes it right back to 2011, 2013, 2015 even some of the pitch. So the aspects for us and just the good wide awake typeness, just appreciating like the phrase. Definite good goodie bag of Taco Bell pitch like that. Plenty of Cemeteries just to kind of have the collect. Now not within variety, within pitch. The questionnaire kind of amongst it is just the variety, just dealing with the legality factor, just the cemetery type pairs, but within pitch just good aspects as long. It's not within the mishap type factor pitch like that, but just have like a good couple 12-pack of Budweiser, Sunny stuff pitches, not to litter or fairs like that, but just the pitch to just talk about Sunny stuff pitches, just kind of have the collect of some of those type fairs, smoke type products, especially September, October pitch like that, just kind of some of those type scraggle type, and just kind of have the pitch, just good story type fits and collecting gaps for us this pitch kind of just with the hint type for us aspects for us and good products amongst it, just kind of good bars, so it's like the neighborhood floozies on top of that sense of pitch, not say floozy, but the pitch is just neighborhood homegirls and pitch like this hit that phrase. When the aspects person, so good collect here within these sorts of aspects, 10 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 album pitch like that. Social score would get a 10 as well. And within the pitch, realizing the fair amongst this, like I said, within the complex, the activity behind it is after all this time, it doesn't seem as much full-bound folks really know about Montese. It's kind of not as complex. Really, I feel like this is not even a quaternary type rapper than pitch like that. If you don't know quaternary, that's basically after tertiary, which is after secondary. So pitch for saying it's really not within the Homestead type variety, but he is an affiliate of Lord Infamous. He's at least one of these type folks that I recognize within the acclaim. I'm going to get to more of these folks in the Clubhouse clip. Definitely going to get to more of these folks in the Clubhouse click pitches like that, but within the hit type deals, I'll get to the original album since the pitch. But then Friday's first saying, definitely a real classic kind of Datpiff type album. So this takes the pitch. This is definitely like Flockabelly and some Little Dirk type products and Chief Keef type products within pitch like that. Just that hit type appeal. Just the aspects for some of that type flair. Keeps up these particular factors. Definitely Taco Bell should be on speed dial and standby as far as this pitch having some of these type aspects. On top of that, some food for less some food for less kind of vodka runs pitch like that. Get some food for less and kind of vodka runs pitch like that. Pick up some valentines and lattes for standard miss and just good type fares for like some Simp and Gab. It's a good nice fares like it's a good nice fares for like some Simp and Gab type product, whether it's porch type fits or cemetery or good. Whether it's for Dolo type fare or having some good host type fits with porch type fare and forest and cemetery type business pitch like that, some nearby Taco Bell type outdoor type stoops and pitch like that, some surprise other type pitches or just like collect and fares like that, a little bit of club, like I was saying, club hosting pitch like that, some surprise, get some Cinnabons and standard kind of hypnotic and gal system pitch like that, some surprise, and just standard home is dap with pals, definitely good pounds and pitches like that. Mixtape type gab and pitch like that, just take the edge off, make sure folks kind of within the alignment of a good pitch within the vibe, but just that hit type appeal, just taking like the Yo Gotti and Lil Durk type mind state and pitch like that, some surprise from the aspects as far as saying just the product of this consistent kind of Datpiff bite and pitch like that, along with like some home. It's also like a good series of homestead type ones, then pitch like that for like some porch type fare and just tidying up the crib, pitch like that, sense of surprise, being true to your fam, pitch like that, sense of surprise like that, just collecting good standard stationing, pitch like that within these products, so pitch like that, 10 social. So in terms of feature, like unfortunately Montese has not been around within the aspect seemingly since 2018. I could look it up on Rate Your Music, some stuff, but there's not really a humongous kind of amount of complex information. But he does have products with like the Clubhouse Click, some of those type pitches amongst it. He does have at least one more type album within pitch. If there is more products, I'll definitely get towards it, but this is an easy enough classic despite how despite the low-key type facets of it. It's definitely worth looking into.